Hello, everyone. Coming up on this special edition of Pro Wrestling Show, man, it's the Wednesday Night War, but this time it is Wednesday, and you know what that means. We talk about the life and legacy of Brodie Lee. Brodie Lee, who passed away at the age of 41. Well, AEW did a tribute show to Mr. Brodie Lee, and it featured all his exalted ones in dark order who had wrestled in the match. We give you that inspirational card, and this right here was heartwarming to me. It was touching, and you won't want to miss that. Also, NXT action rematch from NXT way back when a couple months ago, where John Gargano defends his championship against former champion, the man who defeated him, Leon Ruff. Also, Mercedes Martinez is in action as well, and like I said, Roger Strong in action against forgot that man name Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne, and a whole lot more. Even given even Killer Cross. Trying to see even Killer Cross and Damian Priest couldn't keep their hands off of each other as well. We'll get to that. All this and more when the Pro Wrestling Show starts right now after the countdown. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show, a special edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. Like I said, we are here and it's live. Thank you all for watching this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show here. But first things first, joining the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribing is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing here on the Pro Wrestling Show. We have a lot to get to, so let's not waste any time. We want to talk about the AEW Ring Report. On the AEW Ring Report this week, man, what a heartfelt tribute it was to the exalted one, Mr. Brodie Lee. Brodie Lee, who passed away this past weekend from a rare um lung disease. We don't know the specifics, but it's not they say it's non-COVID, and we talked about when news had broke about it. So Mr. Brodie Lee had his life celebrated, do a tribute of TNT Dynamite. You see right here, everyone showed their support. Even members of his Dark Order was in action. What a dedicated way to dedicate a life to a man that was so loved. He even on Twitter, you can see right here all the tweets and stuff on Twitter that he was a very loved individual, very respected individual. And what a way and what a fitting way how Dynamite opened when all the superstars assembled to pay their respects to Mr. Brodie Lee in the ring. You see his wife, Tony Khan, Cody, Brandy, his kids on surrounded by the Dark Order. You see right here, this is a heartfelt remembrance right here to a man that what can you say about Brodie Lee? Um, 2020 as him being into the beginning of the year, he left WWE because he was unhappy the way he was feeling at the time. He felt like he wasn't appreciated enough. He wanted more for himself, and you cannot, you have to respect a man like that that wants to go on his dreams and ambitions and stuff. This man paid, you know, taking people under his wing, his Dark Order members, um, Reynolds, Silver. They had a good, phenomenal match. Um, they teamed up with Heyman Page to go against Matt Hardy and Jeff. Not Jeff, but Matt Hardy and his private party. Good phenomenal match. Chris Jericho's on commentary. He put over Brodie, which is phenomenal by Chris Jericho. The women's action, Nine Anna Jay and Tony Conti, they was in action. They went against Dr. Big Breaker and Penelope Ford. Good women's match. I said to a person that I know, like, they need to build their women's division around them 4 women, and they will be having a phenomenal women's division. It was that even the Murder Heart Lance Archer, he teamed up with Uno and Stu Grayson to go against Eddie Kingston, and that was a good match. And then MJF was a whole bunch of people in the Dark Order winning their matches cleanly to dedicate their memory to Brodie, and what a phenomenal way to do so for a phenomenal father, husband, human being, all around guy that 2020 was his year. Is my biggest mark of him doing this year was he led a stables of up and comers, and you got to know all the wrestlers. He even tried to make when he throw the papers in when they ain't getting nothing right and getting nothing wrong. And like I said, there shouldn't be no exalted one going forward, because when you have a person like Brodie, let him be the exalted one forever and go on. There shouldn't be a leader. He was the leader, and heaven has a special place for Brodie. I can tell you that right now. Brodie mean the world to a lot of people, and he will be missed. He will be missed. And another touching tribute when Eric Rowan, Brodie's former tag team partner from WWE as the Bludgeon Brothers, came out there, and he had this message right here, real heartfelt message. I see you to down the road. Real heartfelt. He cried, and everybody cried. They just, the emotions were there, and you can feel it. And I had my moments like, oh man, I don't even know him, but you can tell he was a genuine person, and he will be missed. He will be missed, no question about it. And even they, Cody Rhodes and Tony Khan, presented Brodie Lee Jr. the TNT Championship. Brodie Jr. will be the final TNT champion, and Brodie Jr. placed the boots of his late father's boots in the middle of the ring as a symbol of respect and greatness, and he will be missed. You can tell the symbolic touch. It was unexpected, but he will live on through his son. He will live on through the Dark Order. He will live on through people that genuinely loved him and loved him enough. John Moxley spoke in his honor. So, like I said, John Moxley spoke, and you have to. All the AEW superstars made confessions about Brodie on how great dad he was, how a great wrestler, great friend, how a great mentor. But Brodie will be missed, and heaven has a new angel up there. He is the dark one, the exalted one. I mean, the exalted one, Mr. Brodie, and rest in peace. So, for that. All right. Also, NXT had action when North American champion John Garro went against Leon Ruff. We'll talk about that later. But NXT lost, to be honest with you, they kind of lost in a way. No offense to NXT, but they knew going forward into this the AEW was gonna win no matter what. And NXT this week we saw Zaya Swerve Scott. I don't know what they're doing with him. That's not the Swerve Scott that I know. They got him dressed like a futuristic person with his hair color and dye. They got Bronson Reed, the Colossus. They was in the match tonight. You can see right here Swerve Scott doing his high flying maneuvers, trying to combat Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed combated with a bonsai drop, reminiscent of Yokozuna. and doing another slam and got the 1, 2, 3. I just wish they don't know what to do with Swerve, and I hope Swerve not doing it just because he needs a check and all that. You know your character build. So hopefully Swerve ain't doing that. Also, Breezango was in action against the Wild Grizzly veterans. Wild Grizzly veterans, placing themselves down, and Breezango trying to get the upper hand with this double team. The Grizzly veterans again with the knee drop. And Tyler Breeze been a fixture on up, up, down, down, even to do that to what's his name? Zach Gibson, I think. And then see right there, Breezango, then they won. And I guess this team caused Breezango, that Grizzly Young veterans, to lose the match, so they've turned their attention to them. Also, Mercedes Martinez right there. She was in Retribution for a minute, then she left the group. Now she's back in NXT. She was in action. She did after what she did to Io Shirai last week. She kind of decimated Io Shirai. She was in action, showcasing her skills, maneuver. So look for Shea Martinez to get her hands on Io Shirai down the road and become the NXT Women's Champion. So we'll see on that. Also, Roger Strong was in action against Pete Dunne. Yeah, I see Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne and Roger Strong went toe to toe in the ring. And you see right here, high five maneuver. Pete Dunne, known as the Bruiserweight, using his technical prowess and technical ability. He's even matched with Roger Strong, who shows a technical prowess as well in the ring. I don't know what they're doing with Roger Strong. Roger Strong was a staple in Ring of Honor. Now they just turned Roger Strong to just a jobber. He lost to Pete Dunne. And Pete Dunne even issued a warning to NXT champion Finn Balor that he's coming for whoever wins the title. So Finn Balor was too cocky and arrogant to care. Finn Balor carried this trophy that he won, that match of the year, for their NXT version of their match of the year. And he has his rematch against Kyle O'Reilly, which I think Kyle O'Reilly has a shot to become NXT champion. He's got the tools of the trade. We just have to see if Kyle O'Reilly can apply. We'll see. Also, Killer Cross sent a message to either one of the two men, O'Reilly and Balor, to say, hey, I'm coming for the title. But unlike for him, he has unfinished business with Damian Priest, and Damian Priest looking to sell the score. And they was battling back and forth. Damian Priest wants his receipt, and he knows that he's going to cash in on Cross. Cross and Priest battling each other throughout the crowd, throughout and breaking things down. So I don't know. It's gonna be. It could have been a no holds bar match if you ask me. So you never know. Also, what's his name? Escobar. Him and team La Familia was in action against the cruiserweight team of Lucha House Party. Thought Lucha House Party was on Raw. What happened now? They didn't make it to on Raw. Well, Lucha House Party was in action. They took out La Familia, even trying to even the scores. Grand Metalik made the pin and pinned Escobar's boy to get the pin. So Grand Metalik won his match. So he gets a future championship match against Escobar next week for their New Year's Evil special. Also, the rematch that everybody was talking about. Well, they weren't talking about it, but everyone knows. Johnny Gargano defends his North American Championship against Leon Ruff. Leon Ruff showing his wrestling skills. He's known that he's not a 1-2 flute. And him and Johnny Gargano took it to the ring, took it outside the ring. Gargano tried to keep the pace down in the ring. And you see right here, Leon Ruff trying to keep it inside the ring. You see Leon Ruff applying a German suplex. Johnny Gargano hit that super kick. But I was so impressed by Leon Ruff that I was like, wow, Leon Ruff is really wrestling. I guess he has to act like he was a lucky champion and stuff. But John Gargano delivers a power bomb, and Leon Ruff counters that to a cutter, and all of a sudden, John Gargano hits the finisher and pins Leon Ruff and retains his North American title with his groups The Way. So that's his theory, The Way, with Austin Theory, India Hartwell's wife, Candice LeRae. So John Gargano on his way. If you ask me, Gargano is that pure wrestler who has pure wrestling ability, pure skill in the ring and out of the ring as well. So Gargano and Leon Ruff put an instant class. I can say it was a great match from the end of the night between the two, showcasing Leon Ruff's skills and showcasing Johnny Gargaro's skills as well. So Johnny Gargaro, leading the way. So we know how that go. Well, and we got more right here. We can tell you right with John, Luke Harper, and I guess Brian Miles said no 10 bits, no video package. He's talking about in response to what's going on with WWE, the show, the video package, no 10 bill salute, none let the boys do their thing and show how they miss Harper and Brodie Lee. We did see on Raw as we were covering like the New Day, Xavier Woods, um, Drew McIntyre. It's Monday, and you know what that means, and those sayings. Even AEW president Tony Khan, he tweeted right now in the past hour or two about how that it was great for everyone to join Dynamite. Dynamite won because of that great Brodie Lee tribute. That was a phenomenal tribute. I can say that right now. Presenting the championship, presenting the TNT title to Brodie's son, and Brodie Lee, you know, lives on through his son and through his family and through us fans. And he will be missed. I can tell you that he will be missed. So not to reminisce on Broly because he will be missed. He will want he want us to move forward and the show must go on. So next week on Dynamite, you'll see they're gonna counteract against New Year's Evil next week. So next week you'll see Ken Omega defend the AEW championship against Ray Phoenix. One-on-one. I hope Don Callis don't pull no shenanigans because Pentagon Phil will be out there waiting in the rings. Also, Hiroshita will defend her women's championship against Abaddon. Now, Abaddon been buying Hiroshita later, has been scaring Hiroshita, but can Hiroshita overcome the odds against the crazy but delusional Avalon and dangerous Avalon? Also, in a huge 8-man tag team match, the Young Bucks and SCU team up against the up and coming team, the Acclaim in the Hybrid 2. So, World Tag Team title implications are there. If the Acclaim can pin the Bucks, or the Hybrid 2 can pin the Bucks, or could the Young Bucks get along with SCU because SCU has a problem with the Acclaim? It's old school meets new school. Also, these two monsters, we were supposed to see it tonight, but unfortunate circumstances with Brodie Lee's tribute that happened, which more appropriate with the Brodie Lee tribute. These two bulls will get into the ring. Warlow go one-on-one against former WWE World Champion Jake Hager. This is a match I want to see Warlow and Hager battling out. And then the Go Big show match sponsored by Go Big. Cody Rhodes with Arn Anderson against Matt Sydal. That should be a barn burner, like JR likes to say. And also, John Moxley returns. What John Moxley has in store, where he gets his revenge on Kenny Omega for winning the championship in their Royal screw job that they did. And Chris Jericho will be back on commentary next week. We'll have to love Chris Jericho on commentary. Chris Jericho is the highlight of commentary. He uplifts. He's a breath of fresh air on commentary, if you ask me. And then Snoop Dogg will be the special guest. Will Snoop Dogg be on commentary? I believe so. So one thing I know, I want to see Snoop Dogg and Chris Jericho I want to see Snoop Dogg just ramming and rapping, and Chris Jericho talking La Champion. So we got a lot. And the Dusty Rhodes Classic has been announced. It should be coming back in 2021. So Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, coming back. So love to see that from NXT and stuff. So looking forward to it. Like I said, what a great
study found women who walk just